What's up, YouTube? Today, I want to talk about the increasingly alarming trend of companies removing animated programming from their streaming services. Just this month, Disney removed one of its newest original series, Hailey's on It, from Disney+, mere months after its final episode, which left the series on a cliffhanger. Max removed a massive chunk of its cartoon library after heavily advertising that as a major reason to subscribe to the app. Some of these shows can still be streamed or purchased individually on other apps, but some are canceled and written off before they even see the light of day. And some shows are canceled and written off after they've aired, like Final Space, with no legal way to purchase or stream the show, with the show creator himself praising online piracy for preserving a show that even he didn't have a way to watch. I'm going to dive into all of that and more, but before I do, if you've been enjoying my content, or if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel so much. Thank you. Now, let's dive in and find out what's going on with all these disappearing series.
I don't feel so good.
Okay, so first off, I'm going to cover the most recent victim of cancellation and deletion from the internet, Hailey's on It. What's Hailey on? Not Disney Plus. Anymore. The series follows Hailey Banks, a shy, bookish teenager, her best friend, Scott Denoga, and an AI-powered robot named Beta sent back in time from the future to help Hailey complete everything on her to-do list in order to eventually save the world. Now, Hailey must overcome her fears, complete impossible and impractical tasks, and face her feelings towards her best friend Scott, as one of the items she wrote in her to-do list was to kiss Scott Denoga. However, in the final episode, before Scott or Hailey can admit their feelings towards each other, Hailey's asked out by another boy, Sanjay, to the school dance. And in a cliffhanger ending, a glimpse of the catastrophic future flashes in front of Scott as Beta finally tells him about the one list item that Hailey has been hiding from him this entire time, leaving him completely and utterly shocked. And that's how the show ends. Most likely never to get a resolution. On October 1st, the show was removed from Disney Plus and Disney Now. Right now, the only way to watch the show legally is to purchase each episode individually on Apple TV for $1.99 per episode, meaning that if you wanted to watch the entire 30-episode series, it would cost you around $60. I find this especially shocking as the pilot episode has almost 2 million views on YouTube. It's gotten good reviews, and the voice actor of Hailey is one of Disney's biggest stars, Hailey Carvalho, the voice of Moana. When asked about the recent deletion, a spokesperson from Disney had this to say: "Like all media companies, we regularly review our titles and make assessments and content decisions based on what makes the most sense for the business. Collectively, it's less than 2% of our total titles globally. Fans still have unprecedented access to a wide variety of Disney's film and television entertainment." Yeah, but they can't watch this show anymore. I just find this extremely disheartening. So many talented people worked really hard to create this show, from the writers to the voice actors, the designers, animators. It takes hundreds of people years of their life to create an animated series, only for it to be canceled after one season and removed from the very streaming site that it was created for.
Best friend, Scott Denoga.
Okay, the next story that I want to talk about is the removal of dozens of Cartoon Network shows from Max this month. A few months ago, Warner Bros. Discovery shut down the iconic Cartoon Network website, where you could go to watch classic episodes and play online games, and left only a message telling people to watch their favorite cartoon shows on Max, even including a picture of Gumball. Ironically, this month they removed many Cartoon Network classics, including Chowder, Regular Show, We Bare Bears, Steven Universe, Ben 10, and you guessed it, The Amazing World of Gumball, including other shows that have been previously removed from Max, like Kids Next Door, Dexter's Lab, and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Some of these cartoons have been licensed over to Hulu, while others, like Infinity Train and OKKO, are not available to stream on any streaming service. This is especially ironic as they are currently working on reboots of The Amazing World of Gumball, Regular Show, and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. So why would they remove these shows if they are currently working on new episodes? The remaining cartoons left on Max mostly consist of superheroes, Scooby-Doo, and Looney Tunes, along with Billy and Mandy and Courage still there, probably just because of their popularity around the Halloween season. I just find it ridiculous to advertise your streaming service as a place for all Cartoon Network shows, only to remove a majority of them mere months later. They even had billboards and advertisements that are now totally inaccurate and irrelevant. It's such a bummer that great shows like Infinity Train and OKKO can't be streamed anywhere, even with ad support. And they can't even be bought in physical media to preserve it. Aren't they leaving money on the table by not putting them up on Tubi with ads or anything? What is the point? What is the point of any of this?
Where is everybody? Hello? This was really fun. It's Eddie's turn now.
Okay, the final story I want to talk to you about today is Final Space. For anyone who doesn't know, Final Space is a TV show created by YouTuber Olin Rogers. He independently produced and released the original 7-minute pilot and released it to his YouTube channel in 2016. It caught the attention of Conan O'Brien and was picked up to series by TBS in 2016. They produced 3 seasons of the show and then ended it on a massive cliffhanger before the final season. The show was then canceled and written as a tax write-off, which means that it cannot be bought or streamed legally anywhere. After someone tweeted out a Google Drive link to all of the episodes of Final Space, the show's creator thanked them, as even he didn't have access to the completed episodes of Season 3. How do you produce, advertise, and air 3 entire seasons of a show, and then you're allowed to just consider it a tax write-off? That doesn't seem right. Like, you already aired it. That shouldn't be allowed. That shouldn't be legal. Luckily, he was somehow able to license the rights to Final Space and is able to make 1 graphic novel to finish the story out. And he also kickstarted the pilot to a new series, Godspeed, that is available on YouTube. And it is beautiful. With all that said, I think I'll take us out on a recent tweet from Olin Rogers about the current state of the animation industry. He says, "Man, the animation industry these days feels like trying to swim in a pool with no water. And I keep asking myself, is it time to get out of the pool? But here's the thing. I've fallen in love with this art form. I don't want to leave the pool. But at some point, you've got to ask if it's worth it to keep splashing around in sand." I know a lot of you feel the same way too. To all you aspiring creators out there, chin up, keep pushing, and if the pool dries up, maybe take a break, pivot to something else, and then come back when that pool fills up with water again. And that's where we're at right now. The state of the animation industry may look bleak, but there is so much demand out there for great animation. We've seen it this summer, with Inside Out 2 becoming the highest grossing animated movie of all time. And The Wild Robot being one of the most successful original animated films in years, with its beautiful, heartfelt storytelling. As well as the top movies and TV shows on streaming being animated projects year after year, all made by humans. The Animation Guild is currently negotiating for a better deal and protections against AI so that they can continue to tell the beautiful, funny, heartfelt stories that we all love so much. So if you love animation and want it to be a viable career path in the future, show your support for the Animation Guild by using the hashtag #StandWithAnimation in the comments below and anywhere else you use social media. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you. Goodbye.
You've been to me.